Om Gurave Namaha. This was a question that came up regarding the Graha Shani and its Karma Phala. We know that the word Graha comes from the root word called Grahana, which basically means to grasp. And Shani, as a Graha, also grasps you. Now, of all the Navagrahas, Shani has always had this very important position because of reverence, because of fear. So my attempt here is to go a little bit more deeper in trying to understand Shani and how it is actually looking at your own karma. How is your own karma playing out because of the influence of Shani or Saturn? If you take the natural zodiac, Shani rules the natural 10th house and the natural 11th house. The natural 10th house is the house of karma, where 24/7 your karmas are getting burnt. 11th is the output of that karma you have put in. This is normal things. But think about Shani as that avatara of Vishnu, which is the Kurma avatar. And you need to do a little bit of visualization in terms of the tortoise, the shell of the tortoise, very sturdy, very strong. On top of that shell of that tortoise is your karma being played. Your entire karma phala is getting churned because of that tortoise. It is that churning that is almost all the time very intense. So you see, Shani dominates your karma. It has dominated your karma phala from day one. Now, if you look at what is happening out there, then you have certain wrong notions about Shani in terms of being a bad person. How many times have we not heard, oh, Shani is the Dukkha Karaka? Yes, he's a Dukkha Karaka. He is the significator of your Dusthanas, the 6th house, the 8th house, the 12th house, which means there are pain areas in your Prarabdha karmas which must play up, must play out. These are specific points, but let us take a step back. Let us not get into this fear mongering and take a little bit more deeper and a more spiritual look into this planet called Saturn or Shani. Most of us, all of us want to feel better. We want to feel better all the time, 24/7 comfort. Be it work, be it career, be it spouse, be it relationship, be it children. You take any aspect of your life, our prime motivation is we want to encounter certain issues that are pleasurable to us. But Shani is the karma phala, which means there also is a rut there. there is also a pain there that will manifest. So we need to explore a little bit more on this so-called play out of the karma of Shani. So if I am having a certain issue, you may as well go ahead and blame Shani. You do it at your own risk. But if you do, please understand that Shani is showing you your reality. It is as simple as that. Now, reality does not require any belief system. Whatever could be my belief system, that is my perceptions. That is my conditioning. But what does Shani do is it will hold up my reality without any contamination. And we must see that reality. There is no other go. We must see it. We can invent many things. We can invent many intellectual debates within ourselves to avoid looking at that reality. But the point is, Shani is always 24/7 showing us that reality. What is actually happening is that reality, we are distorting it. So is it the fault of Shani? Oh, I am running Sade Sati. I am running a bad Shani transit. Is it really the fault of Shani? No, it is the fault of us because we refuse to see that core reality. Because what is happening is there are too many things that are getting clouded. We are misperceiving things. Shani Dasha has started or Sade Sati has started. I have a problem with my spouse. Can we step back and look at the reality rather than the misconception of a bad relationship with a spouse, given this specific example? Shani gives tons and tons of clues for us to be happy. I want you to understand that. How? The how is very important because Shani is a slow graha. It is called Manda. Now, when I use this word slow, and if I mean that it is opposite of fast, I would be doing grave injustice to the great Saturn. Slow, what does it mean? It means that this Shani is very precise. It is very demanding. It will not believe. Shani has really no policy of hurry. No, it has to be slow, it has to be deliberate, it has to be exact. It has to evaluate every action so closely that it will take months and on months and on months for you to arrive at a decision. In the meantime, what is happening? Our misperceptions are all going all out of the window and we are getting into dukkha. This is the advice of Shani. Look at the reality. Discipline is the first and the foremost for Shani. It is that environment. Because of so many charts I have seen and so many environments I have seen of Shani, one thing is very guaranteed, that when Shani decides to influence you, the first thing it does is it takes you away from your comfort zone. I will repeat this. This is extremely important because that is a reality you must face. You have been in a very comfortable situation. You have been in a comfortable job for about 10 years, let us say. Suddenly there is a disruption. There is a disruption in your job. It can be demotion. It can be you got fired or dissatisfaction. People are not helping you. Those very great friends in your office, your boss, your colleagues, who are your support systems, suddenly do not give you support. So what is happening to your mind? Disturbance, perception. My boss was so nice. Now he is plotting against me. But that is not the reality. The reality is Shani wants you to do something more than what you have been currently doing. It is trying to kick you out of your comfort space. It is for this reason that Shani, aspect of Shani, is the third house and the 10th house, which is 100% of aspect. And this third house aspect of Shani and the 10th house aspect of Shani is called Upachaya Drishti. Upachaya means growth Drishti. So what is actually happening is you must come out of that comfort zone. No matter how difficult you may think it is actually not difficult. That is why you see in periods of Saturn, a person could be elevated into a very high position. It happened to me. I got the global practice lead job during my Sadhe Sati. Before that, I was very happy doing some trainings for my SAP technology. For SAP Worldwide, I was doing a lot of trainings, 9 to 5 job. When there is a training, I will do training. Otherwise, I will do Jyotish. Then what happened? I was forced into a global role where you start working for 16 hours a day across many time zones. So what is happening? You are now becoming out of your comfort zone and growing. This is the hidden meaning of that spiritual essence, which is called Shani. You need to remember that Shani is the anchor in you. It is that anchor which holds you to your focus. Imagine a ship without an anchor at a harbor. Any small or big wind can dislocate that particular ship and it can be under the mercy of winds. Shani is that anchor within you. So develop that anchor. Understand that spiritual anchor in your life for the blessings of Shani. Like Maharshi Parashara teaches, Shani, the Devata of Shani, is Prajapati Brahma, the creator. The Ka Akshara. The Ka Akshara is the Akshara of creation. That is the Shani. That is the strength of Shani. Shani is the yogi in meditation. There is a very popular, fantastic yoga called the Tapasvi Yoga, which involves Shani to that extent that even the great Jupiter does not have a role in Tapasvi Yoga. Shani, detachment. Detachment does not mean you are brooding all the time. Sthita Prajna, that is your Shani. Develop that Sthita Prajna by simple remedies of Shani. Detachment. There is a difference between being lonely and being alone. You want the blessings of Shani? Be alone. Being alone is positive, much more spiritual in nature. It's a fantastic karma empowering process of being alone. Being lonely is negative. Shani is the prana. It is the vayu, the mukhya prana. That is why some of the best remedies, one of the best remedy for Shani is Vayu Stuti. So next time when you look at Shani, please try to understand and please try to focus on the reality rather than the misconceptions around Shani. And this is the only way where the blessings of Shani Maharaj, the great Saturn, will always be there with you. Om Gurave Namaha.